Sienna, is there like anyone right off the bat giving you like a weird vibe so far?
A weird vibe? Probably.
Yeah, they do.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Owen Holt, and welcome back to Awesomeness TV's Vibe Room, the show where the tea is hot and the gossip is juicy with your favorite ATV cast members and influencers. And today, I am being joined by some of the stars from Love ALLways, Lexi, Sip, Sienna, and Jamie!
Yeah.
It's your guys' first time on the Vibe Room. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, ready to spill some tea, some good information, so yeah.
Ooh, let's go. Well, Lexi, why don't we just start with you? I mean, you're like the star of the show. What's going through your mind? Are you stressed or how are you handling things?
I'm just really happy to be here and grateful for this opportunity, really, and excited to continue getting to know all of the contestants.
What like made you want to do something like this?
Honestly, I just saw it as a really good opportunity to like get to know people and to find out something more about myself in the process. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunity.
Sienna, is there like anyone right off the bat giving you like a weird vibe so far?
A weird vibe? Probably. I mean, Tyler's a hard read for sure, but I think we're vibing pretty well at this point.
Jamie, so right off the bat, you and Lexi were vibing. I mean, you got like the favorite first impression from Lexi. So how did that make you feel?
Yeah, it was definitely a good start for me. I was like pretty happy with that. I was definitely nervous going first, but then it turned out well, so that was good.
So Lexi, you joined the dating show to find love, but some of the contestants knew the competitors before entering the show. So let's take a look back and roll the clip.
What's his hairline, bro? It is.
Okay, so I had no idea that Jamie was gonna be here. I'm getting red. But I do have a little bit of history with Jamie.
We went on a date and we've been on more dates since that initial date. We were never official, she's never my girlfriend, so she's my friend.
I don't know that there's anything still there. I think we're very different people from the core.
Whoa! Guys, wait, hold up. So much to unpack just now. So you guys didn't know that you were gonna be on the show together, right?
Yeah,
And
no.
you found that out like as you were walking in?
That's
Wow.
nuts.
That's tough, hey.
Is that actually true?
Y'all knew each other were gonna be on the show?
Yeah, they do. Y'all need to stop capping right now.
Okay,
We talked, like we were friends.
we talked, we were friends. I said I was doing it
Yeah.
at like a reality show, and then
like, "I'm going on a
she,
dating
like
show."
1 week before we were supposed to like go to LA, she said they reached out to me.
And how did that like make you feel that you potentially were gonna be in the same house as Jamie?
At this point, we weren't really like,
Talking. Or,
it wasn't like anything serious. Like we just weren't.
before I knew I was gonna be on the show, I was like, you should definitely do a dating show. Like that'd be good. Like that'd be fun. That's a good experience. And then they reached out to me, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll do this too.
I feel like anyone in that circumstance would react completely differently based on what they feel is like right in their heart versus like their ego. Yeah, so right now we're both in a place where we've tried seeing each other. It's not really like we're settling for each other, and we're both open to, you know, meeting a new person and just seeing if we have a connection there.
Lexi, when did you find out that these two knew each other coming into the show?
Well, I knew that they knew each other on the first day because I think one of them told me that they knew each other from like the same hometown, and then the other one told me something about like college or something. It was like different stories. I think the next day I was like, okay, so what, like how do you guys know each other? And then I think a couple days after that, I found out that they used to like date, but I don't know who told me.
From my perspective, it almost looked like there was kind of like a love triangle, or I think you even described it like a love diamond going on between like you two, Tyler and Lexi. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on that.
I think I've been kind of oblivious a little bit to like the things that go on like when I'm not there, because I didn't even know that Tyler was like putting it on, and then like some people were like, hey Lexi, like he's literally flirting with every person in the house right now. And I like wasn't cognizant of that, you know?
So how does dating on the show differ from dating in real life?
I have a good one. It's because you see your competition like 24/7 all the time. Like I would see these girls all the time. I would see Josh and like they would all be talking about, oh, like I did this with Lexi, I did this with Lexi, I want to do this with Lexi, and then I'll be listening and I'll be like, damn, like I'm doing something wrong, or like it was like a lot of comparison. Not I wasn't comparing me, but like there was a lot of like times where comparison is like something that crossed my head, even though it shouldn't have been, but yeah.
Just like opposing view, it was really difficult for me to like, I wanted to spend quality time with every contestant, and so I would like go over to the couch and like give Cyprian a hug, and like that would like set off like a whole chain reaction of people being like, what was that? Like, why am I even competing? Like, what's the point? Your competition exists with you 24/7. We did not get breaks from each other, except for when we were asleep. And then you're going on dates with people and getting watched by everybody else. Like, I'm like, that doesn't happen in the real world.
Yeah, it's kind of
like,
creepy.
You aren't constantly being perceived.
So first question is for all of you guys. It is, what happens at night when the cameras are off?
A whole lot of foolery.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Especially with the boys, I think. Well, not especially with the boys, but just like the boys in general. We would just all link up and just kind of like have a consensus on just like where we stand in the house, what our chances are like, who was like a good person, who we like have not like a little more negative feelings towards, like just like kind of like a resume of the whole day, kind of our thoughts and stuff. Even though like we still are kind of like on our toes about what we're saying, I feel like like with the guys, it was a place where we could speak our mind a little bit more freely.
So Sip, thanks for sharing the tea about what the boys be doing after dark. Girls, what about you? What happens when the cameras are off?
I feel like the girls were getting personal. Like we would talk about our past and like our last relationships and like why we came here and just like kind of bonding.
Now this next fan question is for you actually, Sip, and it is, why did you help Tyler prep for his date with Lexi?
Oh, because it kind of like went with how I wanted to portray myself to everyone and to Lexi as well, because I was like, I want to be someone that they can reach out to like if they need help or need someone to talk to.
Dude, what I thought was really funny was in the second episode when that whole date thing happened, everyone was kind of like mad that Tyler got like one-on-one time with Lexi so early on. And so everyone was in the confessional room, like just crapping on Tyler. And you were in the confessional room too, but like you also helped Tyler. So like, were you like trying to play like both sides when it was like, I don't know why Tyler did that, but then again, you helped him.
So I was pretty much in there showing my support, showing like, yeah, like he got a date so early, grr. But in the back of my head, I was like, she low-key knows I set this up, like it's good for me. I'm just showing my sympathy and approval, but deep down, it's plus points for me.
This last fan question is there any drama that wasn't shown?
Definitely. I feel like there was definitely a lot of drama that went down behind the scenes that didn't make the final cut. I mean, one that like comes to mind is we played this like really juicy game of spin the bottle.
Y'all played Spin the Bottle?
We did.
I literally kissed all three of you in the game.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it was like my first time kissing anyone in the house.
Wow.
And Cyprian denied me. I tried to kiss. We kissed once, and then like it landed on us again, and I was gonna kiss him again, and he was like, nah.
It's that reverse mentality.
Wait, why did you say nah?
Because
playing hard to get. He's playing
yeah,
hard
right,
to get.
Exactly, because in the end of the day, I want it to be like she's chasing me, not me chasing her.
Ooh.
So.
Did your dating coach tell you that?
He did not, actually.
I was gonna say, so this is important though. During the spin the bottle game, so everybody was telling me that Luis and Rylan were like together, and I was like, huh? And so like I asked her, and she was like, deny, 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 and I asked him, and he was deny, deny, deny. And then during this spin the bottle game, it landed on the two of them, and Rylan was like, I'm not gonna kiss you, and he was like, I was gonna kiss you anyways later.
Oh my God!
You're not getting free. It's just like, excuse me guys, if I could get some space.
Why are you acting all weird? You want to kiss her for me?
Oh.
I mean, he started acting weird. You want to take my place, Luis?
I'm down. I have no objections.
Okay, I'm gonna. Did you just say we're gonna do it eventually?
mean, yeah, right.
Oh my god!
This is your moment.
Did you hear that man just
Yo.
what he said?
Oh my god.
I feel like that was kind of like strike three, like in a sense. He just like didn't give me a first impression to begin with, and then he was starting drama with Rylan, and then the next day he like started drama with Tyler, like literally made me cry, and I was like, it's time for you to go home.
And you didn't even put him up against anyone else to
No,
be on
I
the
was
chopping
literally- I
block.
was
You were
over
like,
it.
can I talk to my dating coaches? And then came back and it was.
I was over it because I don't want to offend anyone else. I want to make sure everybody knows that I equally like want to get to know everyone the same amount. Except for Louise. No, I was just kidding. That's so mean. I just didn't like it. I just don't like the negativity. I guess I'm being negative by like talking about him in a negative light, but didn't appreciate it.
Thank you guys for answering those questions, and thank you all at home for asking those questions, but don't go anywhere, because we still got a game to play that I like to call Sip, Chill, and Spill.
Ooh, okay, my name in there.
Yo, CYP. I know like being on a dating show, just dating in general can be really, really stressful. So let's just play a game where we can talk about what you guys do to kind of ease off that stress. I feel like this is the best vibe for the next game. I feel like we can kind of change this up a little bit, you know what I mean? Get more in like that kind of zen flow going.
I think you're right. Oh.
So let's do some more vibrant magic and snap our fingers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it actually worked. Let's go. So we're gonna take turns reading some juicy questions from this teacup. And so who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Are you sure?
I'll set the pace.
Okay, he's ready.
All right, yeah, this one looks good.
What is one thing that used to stress you out but no longer weighs you down? I feel like something I used to stress out a lot about, just like in the past, was what other people thought and like their judgment on me.
Wait, this is actually kind of like reminding me about something you said on the show about how when you first came to America, you had friends that got you into vaping and stuff like that.
When I first joined the American school system, it was a lot of people around me that were part of that vaping culture, and in the moment, I definitely thought it was something good, that I was doing this to help just like socially in school and stuff like that, but I realized that long term, it was just super detrimental, and I'm glad I realized that and took a step back from that, so yeah.
Is there anyone you talked to? It's like, what did you do to quit?
Actually, back then, it was kind of like my own personal mission. I kind of just took a step back one summer when I went back to France and just go to the roots and stuff like that. Oh, actually, I just heard about this thing online called thetruth.com, and they have a whole program pretty much dedicated to quitting vaping, and it's called This Is Quitting, and it's just like what I wish I had when I was back in that situation, kind of step-by-step play, putting you in contact with people who stopped vaping, what they did, just like a bunch of help like on that subject.
Well, thanks for opening up. Who wants to go next? Lexi.
I'll go next.
Lexi will go next.
I will go next. What advice would you give your younger self about how to cope with stress in everyday life and in dating? I am a very anxious, like individual. Honestly, like if I could go back and tell my younger self something, is just like learn how to become confident. Growing confidence within myself alleviated stress and made it easier for me to like achieve my goals.
Who's next? Who's next?
I'll go.
I knew it. I knew it. Here we go.
Okay, let's see. How do you de-stress at the end of a long day?
Ooh.
Tell us your secrets.
Right now, I'm pretty into like a couple of Netflix shows. Like horror's like the only thing that keeps my attention. So like American Horror Story, that, love a shower. Like that's just like best thing for like clearing my mind for longer than I should since we're in a California drought. But like it's like the most meditational. Yeah, and journal and write. I'll go.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Risk taker.
Let's see.
Here we go.
I can't grab 2. Oh no.
Oh, it's one long one. Ooh, it's
One long
it's a long one.
What do you do if you're anxious before a first date?
It's a good one.
I'll call my friend and like talk about the person or like topics that we can discuss. Or like if I'm driving there, I'll listen to my own music, kind of get into my vibe. Just like feel confident and relax myself.
Well, thank you guys so much, seriously, for just being really open and honest with me for those topics. I know those are really serious, so thank you. And thank you all at home for watching this week's episode of Awesomeness TV's Vibe Room. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and turn on that bell for notifications. As always, I'm Owen Holt, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, everyone. Bye.
Peace.